Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 to my rewatch of Revenge of the Sith. Rewatch slash reaction because man, I remembered about zero amount of what happened in the first half of this film. So I'm really interested to see if I remember anything. I have been very open. I do remember kind of the final, I don't know if it's the final scene, but close to the final scene where with Anakin and Obi-Wan and all sorts of stuff. All that fun stuff that transpires. But I'm interested if I'm going to remember anything else. I'm bracing myself. A lot of shit is about to go down. Let's get into it.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
It's treason, then.
Whoa! Oh my god! Is that Kit? Ah! Oh boy. Whoa! Kicky kick.
You are under arrest.
Anakin, I told you it would come to this. I was right. The Jedi are taking over.
Oh no.
The oppression of the Sith.
No, you are
Oh, stop! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He has control of the Senate and the courts. He's too dangerous to be left alive.
I'm too weak.
Well, I don't really disagree with that.
I need him.
Oh my god!
I pledge myself to your teachings.
Of course he wants to save Padme. I totally get that. Also, I feel like after you do that, you know.
The Force is strong with you.
Oh shit, yep.
You shall be known as Darth Vader. Thank you, my master.
Oh man, this is oh shit.
Do what must be done, Lord Vader, and then will you be strong enough with the dark side to save Padme? What about the other Jedi? We shall
Yeah, that's how it goes. Peace. Oh my god! My heart is racing. I also remember that. Obviously, I remember what happens with the clones, so that's another thing I remember. And I'm kind of waiting for that.
The time has come.
No!
Execute Order 66.
No, is that happening? It's happening. It's happening. No! Oh my god, the delightful creature! Oh, did it make it? Well, we're gonna pretend it made it. Oh my god. No! horrible, but...
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
No way. No way! Anakin! Oh my god! Oh my god!
The Chancellor's office indicated Master Anakin returned to the Jedi Temple. I'm sure he'll be all right.
It's not Anakin I'm worried about right now. Oh my god, are you kidding me? He killed the kids? He killed the kids. Or he's gonna kill the kids? Oh my god. What the
Goodbye, Chewbacca. Miss you. I will.
No. It was so funny that was Chewbacca, and I just like only noticed when Yoda said it. I've been too distracted. I'm too worried about shit. I'm sorry.
I heard there was an attack on the Jedi Temple. You can see the smoke from here.
I'm fine. I came
Did
to
you
see
kill a
if
bunch of
Vader's
kids?
safe. Many Jedi have been killed. We can only hope that he's remained loyal to the Chancellor.
Dude,
I'm afraid.
you got no. After everything,
Everything
you know.
will soon be set right. The
Oh.
Chancellor's
Take good care, my little friend.
Oh!
I feel so helpless.
Oh, you're not helpless. You're amazing. You bring me joy. You're everything.
When my new apprentice, Darth Vader, arrives, he will take care of you.
Yeah, no doubt. Whoa! I mean, this is just sad, right? Just killing all the clones. Like, I understand. I mean, it's kill or be killed sort of situation, but... Oh my god, he killed him.
Not even the younglings survived.
You're not like
Anakin!
Who could have done this?
God. I can't even... It's gotta be the moment where you realize you're on the wrong side of things. You're just killing a bunch of kids, but oh my god.
Into the first galactic empire!
So this is how Liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
The only one.
Oh my god. He's gonna pull up...
the security recordings. You
Yeah.
could.
Oh,
Only
no.
pain will you find.
Obi.
It can't be.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
I will not kill Anakin.
To fight this Lord Sidious, strong enough, you are not.
Oh.
He is like my brother. I don't know where to look.
Use your feelings, Obi-Wan, and find him you will.
Oh man. Now he's gotta use his feelings. I just can't imagine what it's like for Obi-Wan to see,
When was
you
the
know,
last
like...
time you saw him?
To see that. I just...
Do you know where he is now?
You're going to kill him, aren't you?
Girl, I don't
He
know.
has become a very great threat. Anakin is the father, isn't he?
Nothing gets by you, Obi.
I'm so sorry.
Oh god. Oh, that broke my heart. Oh, that broke my heart.
This is something I must do myself. Besides, 3PO will look after me.
Yeah, he will. Like, oh. You know 3PO's like, do we have to? Girl, can we stay? Oh. Okay. So this is where they show up, like, together. Got it. It's all coming together, right, guys? Oh boy, here we go. Well, here we fucking go.
I'm becoming more powerful than any Jedi has I am more powerful than the Chancellor. I can overthrow him. And together, you and I can rule the galaxy.
Oh.
Make things the way we want them to be.
Oh. That doesn't sound very Padme, like that she would want that. Okay. Know your audience, you know what I mean?
Obi-Wan was right. You've changed.
I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan.
Yeah, okay, I remember this.
You're going down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of what you've done.
Because of you, sweetie
what
pie.
you plan to do. Stop. Stop now. Come back.
Oh, jeez. Way to stand there all like grand and like
You're
intimidating.
with him. Here to kill me.
No.
Yeah, I remember this.
Let's
Okay.
go, Anakin.
Come on. Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
You turned her against me.
Okay.
You have done that yourself.
Yeah, the gaslighting.
You will not take her from me.
Your anger and your lust for power have already done that.
Speaking
You
facts.
have allowed this. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Okay, well, let's go.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Wow. It's almost as like I know I'm supposed to be like, oh my god, what a fight, but like I'm just sad. Like I'm just like I feel like I could tear up. Whew. Alright, Yoda.
Your arrogance blinds you, Master Yoda.
Arrogance. Get up, get up, get up.
I have waited a long time for this.
Get up. Do your flippies.
Not if anything to say about it. I have.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, wow, he took a tumble.
You're so powerful you are. Why leave?
You will not stop me.
Yoda. Okay. Well. Whoa! See, he does his flippies. He's like, I'm over here, then I'm over here, then I'm over here. Oh. Wow. Oh, it looked like they were trying to hold hands. Oh my god. Wow, Yoda. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that's gonna, oh, yep, that's gonna hurt. Okay, okay. You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Okay, you're not graceful. You're okay.
No sign of his voice. Then he's not dead.
Double your search.
Yes, sir.
Oh, goodness.
Failed.
Oh no, my goodness. Oh god. Oh boy. Sweetie, that doesn't look that sturdy. Oh. boy. Here we go.
You underestimate my power.
Wow, I mean, God. I knew it was coming. It's still, yeah. Whew.
You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. You're my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
I did remember that. It was still rough.
Have Miss Hadley on board. Yes, please, please, hurry. We should leave this dreadful place.
I knew 3PO would get her. He's a king. He's the king.
Is Anakin alright?
Yeah, he's great. I can't even imagine the emotional strength that Obi-Wan has. It's crazy. It's just, oh, okay. I mean, we'll talk, but you know what I mean. Oh my God. That's so, oh my God, it's so crazy that he's still alive. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God.
He's still alive. Yes, sir.
It's coming.
Medically, she's completely healthy. For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her.
She's dying.
She's lost the will to live. We need to operate quickly if we are to save the babies.
She has lost the will to
Babies.
live. Oh my God.
She's carrying twins.
Easy time, later.
Luke.
Easy time, later.
Weeks ago.
Obi-Wan.
Girl, keep fighting.
I know this. Still.
Lord Vader, can you hear me? Where is Padme? It seems in your anger, you killed her. I couldn't. She was alive.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
One who has returned from the netherworld of the Force. Your old master. Qui-Gon. How to commune with him, I will teach you.
Captain Antilles, have the protocol droids mind wiped.
What? Oh no.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh, I have chills. Well, goodness. That was a lot in the second half, and obviously some of it I did remember, and some of it I really didn't. I did not remember anything with Mace. Specifically, that scene is just so... it's interesting because obviously there is an element of Anakin, obviously wanting to save Padme, and it's kind of, how this all turns out is quite ironic with all of that, but, I feel like with him, making the decision, kind of cutting off Mace's hand and sort of making that decision in that moment, I do wonder if at that point it's just easier to go down that route. You've already made that decision. I understand that Palpatine kind of ended and finished it off or whatever, but it is quite interesting to watch that and say that that's kind of like a moment, and how much of that is him mentally sort of saying, okay, well, I have to lean into this. I have to believe it's right. How much of what I think is kind of interesting is how much of how he acts for the rest of this film really is him trying to convince himself that he's doing the right thing. And I'm not saying that he's never, obviously the thing that happened with his mother and everything, and that he's never killed before or anything like that should be that jarring. But I think especially the younglings and everything that happened there, I think there's an element of, obviously he's being consumed by the dark side. He is being consumed by all of this stuff. I don't think it's as simple as him just sort of making, logical decisions at that point. But I do think that there has to be a little element of him mentally, saying, like, reminding himself, like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing, that they, we kind of just repeatedly sort of saying that to himself. I don't know. I find that really fascinating how quickly in this second half of the movie he just sort of went down that path, accepted, his identity as Darth Vader and just going with that. And because he let the dark side in, because he was kind of consumed by a lot of those emotions that, Jedi have warned him about and everything, that led to the jealousy or the paranoia about Obi-Wan and Padme. To be fair, Obi-Wan, I think, was there to stop him by any means necessary. And I think maybe Obi-Wan truly probably made his decision, because I'm sure he was apprehensive going into that about what he, what... I'm not sure that he went into that thinking, yeah, I'm going to kill Anakin, But I think seeing Anakin kind of force choke Padme, I think that's kind of like the element of, like, he is so lost. If that's happening, I think that might have been the moment that sort of got Obi-Wan ready to kind of do what needed to be done. But to talk about Anakin for a second, because we'll get to Obi-Wan, but, like, it's just, I actually found it really, really interesting to sort of see him just allowing himself to be consumed in a sense. And I don't know that anybody really could have said anything to really talk him out of that, one, because I feel like he was being consumed in those moments, but also because I feel like once you go, and this is just, I'm not even talking about somebody who is, you know, has the Force and the, you know, the dark side and any of that kind of in play, so to speak, but just any person who kind of does something, particularly I'm talking about like with the younglings. If for some reason you do something like that and you think you're doing the right thing, you just have to keep convincing yourself to doing the right thing, then really face the reality of what you've done. And maybe I'm reading too much into that, but that was so jarring to me to see. And I understand, I'll talk about what I remember with some stuff, but like that was just the fact that he kind of went in there and just sort of, without any pause really, did that. That's jarring. That's insane. And I think that, well, I guess also if Obi-Wan did see that and saw that he was killing younglings, I guess that's also the kind of a moment that Obi-Wan can be like, okay, he's a little too far gone at this point. Like, when you're out here killing kids, it's hard to feel like convince anybody that you're on the right side of things. But, you know, it was just a lot. It was a lot to take in. And, you know, it's funny, I ended the first part reaction kind of saying that I really wish that Anakin would have talked to Obi-Wan before all of this. But now, after seeing this, I'm not even sure that would have done anything. I think he was already sort of leaning into the dark side at that point. I would love to hear what you guys think about all of that, because mainly in the sense of like, if he is like, I don't know, he wanted to save Padme, and that's what kind of spurred all of this. But there was, you know, I think the mistrust with the Jedi that was kind of already present. So I think that there was a lot of factors of why he really gave in that sense. I felt really bad for Padme. I don't know if this is a common opinion or not. I really don't know, but I don't love how she goes in the sense, especially after watching the Clone Wars, for me. Not in the sense of, I understand the importance of the scene between her and Anakin and him like force choking her. I understand that kind of is just an evidence of how lost he kind of is and all of that. But the idea that, but like, did they have to say the line that like, oh, she's physically fine, but she's lost the will to live? Like, I see the emphasis that they're trying to make, and the emphasis of this love story and what it means to her and what Anakin means to her. I totally get that. I don't want to like really go against that, because I see what they were trying to do, but at the same time, there's a part of me that's just like, Padme is so, especially like in the Clone Wars, I feel like she's so strong. And you guys know that like whenever it was a Padme episode, I was like, oh my god, it's a Padme episode. I'm so excited, because it was a great way for her to shine and a great way to show her strengths as a politician, but otherwise as well. And I kind of wish that she moved on or kept fighting, so to speak. If what the doctor was saying was true, where that she's physically fine, but she lost the will to live, or whatever he said specifically. But like, I kind of wish that they would have shown her fight. I understand that they kind of did. They needed maybe Padme to die in that moment for it to make sense for the future of like Luke and Leia and everything like that. But for Padme's character, I kind of wish that she held on for her kids and to be there and be present for them. But, you know, obviously it probably would have been a lot. It would have been interesting if that were to happen. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to say that I do wish that that wasn't really the case. I would almost prefer that it was like, oh, she's just suffered too much damage and that's why she had to, you know, or whatever, because anyway, that's just my opinion on that. Obviously, so I did know about, I actually didn't remember really the scenes with Order 66. But obviously I know what happens with the clones. Like, I knew that. And just to see it happen and to have like these connections with Plo, I think Plo was the worst one to lose out of like the other, you know, the Jedi. It just, that broke my heart into pieces. Just broke my heart. I didn't want to see that. Like, I don't know. Plo. And I wonder if, I mean, now I am curious as to what the final story in Clone Wars is gonna cover and who they're gonna focus on. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to. I don't know. That's the next reaction. We'll focus on that then. But so obviously I remembered that, but I didn't remember the scene specifically. I also, you know, when I first watched this, didn't have any attachment to the Jedi that got, you know, kind of killed in that moment. Yoda was, oh my God, I feel so embarrassed that, like, I didn't notice that Chewbacca was there until Yoda just said Chewbacca. I was not, I don't know, I just wasn't paying attention. Or, no, I was paying attention, but I was paying attention to what was going on with, like, Yoda, because I was like, they're about to turn on Yoda, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just focused on something else, I guess it's a better way to put it. And then he was, it's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And now it's on camera forever. Well, whatever. But, I mean, the Yoda, Palpatine, or Darth Sidious, you know, fight was, I think, insane. I do think that it's kind of interesting. Maybe at one point I'm going to rewatch the Yoda arc of Clone Wars. Because obviously I will have a much different, I feel like, perspective in that regard. But I loved that Yoda was hanging on. He was doing his flippies. He was doing the damn thing. I will say there's he's so impressive, and I feel like it's also, you know, whenever there's sort of Yoda fight scenes, I feel like sometimes people like it, people don't, or whatever, but I always find it really, I always kind of like Yoda fight scenes, even though he does a lot of flippies. But I like when they can showcase how he is. It was really interesting to see kind of the everything that happened with Palpatine in this. And oh, I wanted to say with the line that I really liked, oh God, I'm gonna butcher it, what Padme said, like, and this is the death of democracy, or this is, what did she say, with this is how whatever is met with thunderous applause, whatever that was. I actually really enjoyed that line. And sometimes with these movies, specifically these, you know, episodes 1, 2, and 3, the dialogue does not kill it. Okay? I think that's a common criticism. I don't think I'm saying anything that people don't really agree with or anything, but I was like shocked that I really liked a line. That's mean. I shouldn't say that. But I was like, oh wow, that was pretty good. But to see him sort of rise to power, to see his plan sort of all come together, and it is kind of interesting. There's obviously he planned out a lot. There was a lot of, things, really intricate things that needed to fall into place, and I think that he was very masterful in all of that. What I do think was kind of interesting is that there was an element of, he did have to have some faith in Anakin, that Anakin was going to sort of, pick his side or pick the dark side. You know what I mean? Which I found all of that to be really interesting. A lot of the interactions between Palpatine and Anakin throughout this movie I found to be pretty fascinating. And I did like that they were able to sort of show how am I trying to say this? Like when he sort of makes it the Empire and labels the Jedi as traitors and everything, that people really believe it. And people are, as Padme say, it's met with thunderous applause, and I think that it is a testament to his plan that it was worked very, very well. It does help, and what I loved that the Clone Wars gives a lot of perspective of how the, just people in general view the Jedi, and obviously it's mixed. I would say that it's mixed. Mixed reviews from the general public about the Jedi. However, I do think that that's kind of like a really interesting thing that the Clone Wars really focuses on, that makes the viewing experience of this movie just a little bit better, because you understand like how people in the Senate, or just people in general, can kind of believe what's being said about all of that. So I thought that was really interesting as well. Oh my god, there's so much. I genuinely, during that fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, I was just sad. I mean, I'm sorry if I don't, in the reaction, I don't entirely remember exactly how I reacted, but if in the reaction I'm not really being like, whoa, because I know it's a big fight scene. I get it, but a lot of how I was feeling during that scene was just me being really sad for everything that happened. I'm going to talk about Obi-Wan, my dear, sweet, beloved Obi-Wan, and the emotional strength that he has, because of the fact that I feel like he doesn't have this like big emotional scene where he gets to like cry it out or whatever or anything like that, because that's sort of, well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that, but I don't know that he gets enough credit for what he has had to endure, not just with this, but everything that happened with Satine as well. I'll include Clone Wars in this little rant that I'm about to do, but for how emotionally strong he is, and how it probably, I mean, this was probably one of the hardest things that he's ever had to do, that he's ever had to go through. The way that he feels about Anakin, and the way he feels about like he feels like he failed Anakin. It's just a lot. I was just really feeling the emotions throughout all of that, more so than anything else, because I don't know. It's really sad. It's really, really sad, and to think about, he sees the recording of Anakin kind of calling, Darth Sidious master, and like, what does that, instill in you that he's so lost and he's just chosen a different path, and and that you need to be the one to stop him, because I mean, the other Jedi are down for the count, really. And it just, I really, like, the whole thing to me is just so heartbreaking. And it was kind of, what I was thinking about is like the scene with Anakin and Padme, where they kind of were, whatever was going on, and Anakin being so overcome with the dark side, with his feelings of anger or jealousy or rage or fear, or, you know, whatever, that force chokes Padme, and the difference between what happened between Satine and Obi-Wan, where Satine, I feel like in her final moments, I talked about this in that actual reaction, that her final moments were very like, Obi-Wan, stay the man that I love. You know, like, I think there was this understood absolute pain that was going on, but that, you know, the thing that Obi-Wan can do to honor Satine and who she loved was to not give in to the dark side in that moment. Like, maybe Maul wanted to get out of him, right? And the difference is just really interesting to me. And it does, and then this on top of it, it just really, oh God, I'm trying not to cry, but it makes me love Obi-Wan even more, to realize that he had to go through all of that and still stay strong and still not give in to all of that. Now I'm crying. But it was sad. Like, the whole time, it was so weird, because I know I'm supposed to be watching this lightsaber battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan. It's supposed to be epic. It's supposed to be whatever. And I'm just sad. Like, I'm just like, this is a downer, you know? Anyway, and obviously that scene where he cuts off the legs, and I knew that was happening, and I remembered that. It still is really tough to watch. And then everything that he was kind of saying, like, I loved you, like, you're a brother, like, that was really sad. And then to see Anakin, which is like so consumed, just scream, like, I hate you. Like, ugh. It's really sad. Okay. And I know you're supposed to feel somewhat sad. Like, I'm not acting like you're not supposed to feel sad, and but it's just, it was a bit jarring, because I know that, like, a lot of times with, like, big lightsaber fights, it's, you know, it was like, how they were fighting or what cool moves they were doing was so irrelevant to me in that moment. I was just like, this is sad. But yeah, anyway, I did want to kind of end on that with Obi-Wan specifically, because he gets credit, obviously, but, like, sometimes I feel like it's maybe a little bit overlooked, like, how emotionally strong this man is with everything that he's had to endure, and that he kind of sticks to who he is. And I just wanted to point that out, that I noticed. Obviously, soon, at some point, we'll see, I will be watching the Obi-Wan series, and I know that the only thing that I know about the Obi-Wan series, by the way, is that, like, a lot of people didn't love it, or, like, it wasn't super well received, whatever. Listen, I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. I love Obi-Wan, and I would love to see where his journey goes in this series. And for me, I'm very excited for it, regardless of anything that I've heard about, you know, how good it is or not. And to be fair, I think that there's a lot of things that I watch on this channel that people regard as like not good or not the good episodes or whatever that I really love. So I'm going to go in with an open mind and see, you know, how I feel about it and everything like that. Okay, I just wanted to say that. Oh my God. Hi, I didn't want to cry and then I did, and it's a whole fucking thing. How annoying. You know, minimal 3PO in this. We're going to end on 3PO, obviously. I said I was going to end on Obi-Wan, but who are we kidding? Minimal 3PO in this movie. However, he did get Padme to safety and everything, like, well, not safety, but he got her back on the beat, you know. It's about what he could do in that moment, so sure, whatever. Yeah. Still a king, and we love. I think that's about it. This was quite an interesting revisit to this movie. I obviously didn't remember pretty much anything until kind of the end-ish. And yeah, I really didn't have too many scenes, or any scenes, I don't think, that I was like, oh yeah, I remember this, or whatever. That didn't really happen. I really didn't remember a lot of it, so it's very interesting. And I truly hope that you guys loved this rewatch. And yeah, ugh. So mad at myself for crying. I was so close to making it without crying. Oh my God. Anyway, if you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you were here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.